know that my feelings are deeper. What should I do? I'm in love with someone who don't know it. My only fear is rejection from you when my heart starts to show it. Why don't you see? You don't see my emotions are stronger. Why don't you know? You don't know that my feelings are deeper. What should I do? I'm in love with someone who don't know it. My only fear is rejection from you when my heart starts to show it. It's been a long time we've been friends with each other, known you forever it seems. One day you came to my rescue, you saw me and helped me escape those bad dreams. But when I opened my eyes and I looked at you, I saw the strangest reflection I wish you knew. And ever since I realized the deepest emotions I have, all those butterflies keep on beating. You're still in my mind when I'm sleeping. It's getting harder and harder to act like everything is okay. If you call my name, I come running. Don't know how deep I'm falling. Wish you would turn round to me and tell me that you feel the same. Why don't you see? You don't see my emotions are stronger. Yes, they're stronger. Why don't you know? You don't know that my feelings are deeper. What should I do? I'm in love with someone who don't know it. And you don't even know. My only fear is rejection from you when my heart starts to show it. Never before have I seen you this way. Feels like I'm losing my mind. And when you walk in the room, my heart sings my secret passion. Open your mouth, I'm in tune with your words. You've got my attention. Wish I could share this with you, but I fear that you might walk away. All those butterflies keep on beating. You're still in my mind when I'm sleeping. It's getting harder and harder to act like everything is okay. If you call my name, I come running. Don't know how deep I'm falling. Wish you would turn round to me and tell me that you feel the same. Why don't you see? You don't see my emotions are strong. Yes, they're stronger. Why don't you know? You don't know that my feelings are deeper. What should I do? I'm in love with someone who don't know it. And you don't even know. My only fear is rejection from you when my heart starts to show it. Why don't you see? Why don't you see? You don't see my emotions are stronger. Yes, they're stronger. Why don't you know? You don't know that my feelings are deeper. What should I do? I'm in love with someone who don't know it. And you don't even know. My only fear is rejection from you when my heart starts to show it. You're my secret passion. Wish I could tell you. You're my secret passion. Wish I could tell you. My secret passion. Wish I could tell you. You're my secret passion.
Vocal Booth Radio. How are we doing? Welcome to Funky Friday.
The one place where I've never failed to find love is on the dance floor. If you're ever lonely, the dance floor will always receive you with open arms. The dance floor is your sanctuary. The dance floor is your home. The dance floor is your mother. The dance floor is your father. Don't ever forget that. The dance floor is your sanctuary. The dance floor is your home. The one place where I've never failed to find love is on the dance floor. Where I've never failed to find love is on the dance floor.
Straight in this morning, No messing
One
about.
place where I never failed to find love is on the dance floor. Is on the dance floor.
It's 12 minutes past 8 UK time, Friday morning. And for the next 2 hours, we go deep and soulful, classic and vocal. It's your Decades of House show as we have liftoff for our Funky Friday. Come on, let's do this. Send a shout out to all those joining me early doors in the chat room.
That song wasn't a single, but you were really there. Living in the Dare Heights, the Black Beverly Hills, domesticated paradise, palm trees and booze, the water's blue, swallow the pill, keeping it real. Whatever you like, whatever feels good, whatever takes your mind tonight, and it's real. Not sugar free, my TV ain't HD, that's too real. Grapevine, mango, peaches and lime, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet, 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 sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, sweet life. You had a landscaper and a housekeeper since you were born. The sunshine always kept you warm. So why see the world? You got the beach. Don't know why see the world when you got the beach. The sweet life. The sweet life. That song wasn't single, but you couldn't turn your radio down. Satellite need a receiver, can't seem to turn the signal fully off. Transmitting waves, and catching that breeze till you're dead in the grave. But you're keeping it so real. Whatever you like, whatever feels good, whatever takes your mind tonight. It's real, not sugar free. My TV ain't HD, that's too rare. Grapevines, mango, peaches and lime, a sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, yeah. Sweet life, sweet life, sweet life, live and die is a life. You got a landscaper and a housekeeper since you were born, yeah. The sunshine always kept you warm. So why see the world? You got to be.
I hope you've all had a good week. What have you been up to? Still in recovery mode from VBW, for those who were there? Got a whole heap of new tunes for you to share this morning on the soulful and deep house tip, along with a sprinkling of a few classic nuggets. That last track you heard, great stuff from Aaron Smith, Indie Blue on the vocals. Track entitled Riding Free, that's the Masaki Mori remix. And this absolute bullet from the Strictly Rhythm archives from Code 718 from back in the day. Saturday morning shout out to those listening on the outside and catching up on this week's Mixcloud and podcast playback, which you can also now find on YouTube. And if you're listening at 25 past midnight, Saturday night, 25 past 7, Saturday evening in New York. To the replay, how are ya? Go through some shout outs in the chat room in a short while. Time to get your groove on. Sound of South Africa's Soul Freaker with Newtown Soul, their version of the classic Thank You, and now on the Quantized label, the home of Soulful House. And incoming, one of the house music legends, 45 years on the scene, and still doing the absolute business here in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. David Morales. sounds of David Morales with Antoinette Dunleavy on vocals. Track from a couple of months ago called Tell Me. And incoming, another track on David's Deridum label. This beauty from Vocal Booth Radio's very own Frankie Ferreira. At this week, entitled Roy Zone. So shout out to all the Roys in the house this morning. Big up the Roy. And big up you lot in the chat room. How are ya? Saturday morning shout out to Andy Johnson and to Andy Ward on the mobile, wherever you are, out for a walk, out for a run. Gonna say morning to Brian and to Claire Lawless and to congratulate Mrs. Colossi on a stunning radio show last night. Shout out to Limerick, saying hi to Derek and all the crew out there. Thanks as always for logging on, Derek, and for the share of the stream this morning. Morning to Elena. Saying hi to Emily and Micah, dodging the showers on the school run. Morning to Jim P and to John C. Saying hi to Julian and to Larry. Morning to Lolly, to Phil and to Kelly and to Pooh. And saying a shout out to Prue as well. Saying hi to Rob P, to Scott, and last but no means least, first time joining us in the Friday morning Decade House Chats. You're very welcome, Shirley. How are you? BC chat room. Just gave you enough time to queue up the next track incoming. Want to say a big shout out to Steve H and to Kirsty. Hope you're both well. Long time no see. We definitely need to change that. Saying a morning shout out to Fozzie as well, and to Darren, and to Cavan on board. Saying hi to Lisa S, to Chris F, and to all you beauties listening on the outside this morning. Come on, let's do this. Here we go. Quarter shout outs going to Jamie, to Joe, and to Katrina. Hope you're all well this morning. Welcome to the Decades of House Show. We have Funky Friday lift off here. 18 hours of brand new, fresh shows between now and midnight. And you're enjoying a wonderful new tune from Subsonic, and now on the Local Talk label, from their brand new EP, track entitled You Gave Me Soul. Great to see in the chat room that the music is hitting the spot this morning for so many of you. And with tracks like this, it's to be expected. A wonderful new Lee Howlett remix of Michael Watford's Holding On. Doing the great man serious respect with this version.
Until that time, I just keep on moving. Stepping out
Talk in the chat room this morning of the steering wheel. Raphael's Crunch. Going right back to 1992. What times, what times. It's Terry Farley, Pete Heller, the Fire Island Boys on the remix of Ultra Nates. Heller. Decade to House Show. Friday morning here on Vocal Booth Radio. Saying a morning shout out to Mark Goddard. Saying hi to John Rogers. Saying a morning shout out to Rebecca. And to Shelly Bobs. We got a busy chat room. It's Funky Friday. And from 1992, we fast forward 33 years to October 2025. These beautiful old school vibes from Rob Redford. Track entitled Saki's Dance. It's raining in Spain. Probably not as chilly as it is in Birmingham though. So Funky Friday, we have lift off. Up at the top of the hour. A show that needs no introduction. Scott's up with his melting pot at 10 AM. ahead of the Soul Cellar with Phil Small at midday. Then we move into our Friday afternoons with Paul Ross's Eclectic Soul Show from 2 till 4 when he hands the mic and the cans over to Abe Wilcox with our Thank Funk It's Friday drive time. 6 till 8, Furs back with Bouillabaisse Deep and Funky. 8 PM till 10, Quintessential House with Sean. And Mark Cooper's back at 10 for his social. That's how your Friday is shaping up here on Vocal Booth Radio. Thanks to all those who got us over the line this week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you still haven't, it's dead easy. Open up YouTube, search on Vocal Booth Radio, and click that little subscribe button. We've got 40 more minutes of this week's Decade Show, and some absolute bullets incoming. Don't go anywhere. How nice is this one? You only just randomly discover a track when you're searching through and it hits the spot. Well, this is the one for me at the moment. Dropping down the tempo. Bit of deepness for you. From 12 Tree with Danny Mechanic. Beautiful track. Need you in my life.
man-child in the promised land.
harsh reality, cause the truth is the light. If you live to see another day, then you lived for another fight. From a boy to a man, the one who kept landing on his shoes, the one that made it out, but not without learning to sing. But if you didn't live it, you wouldn't understand. This is a story of a man-child in the promised land. Man-child in the promised land.
Tune outgoing from Ron Trent, Lono Brazil and Dazzle. Ron Trent on the mix of Manchild, taking us into the final half hour of this morning's Decades of House show. And incoming, some more sweetness. Long-time producer Alton Miller, working with Doug Gomez on this beauty.
I remember that sometimes isn't always and sometimes is not forever. Sometimes I cry because hurt causes me to shed tears, and when the pain gets too much, I have to remind myself that sometimes isn't always and sometimes is not forever. Sometimes I feel frustrated that things don't happen as quickly as I would like them to. And then patience taps me on the shoulder and whispers in my ear. Sometimes isn't always and sometimes is not forever. But you know, if sometimes meant forever and if sometimes meant always, then I love you only sometimes.
Beautiful stuff from Hannah NWN on the remix of Sometimes. Sometimes isn't always. And before that, a cheeky co-flow edit of Little Things from out Georgia. We're just 13 minutes away from this week's Melting Pot show. You know this bass line, right? Yeah?
Colors make the world go round.
week's Decades of House. Thank you to everyone joining me in the chat room this morning. Keep it locked, Scott's up next with a melting pot. I shall be back here next Friday morning. Same time, same place. Saying a farewell to those on the Mixcloud podcast and YouTube playbacks as well. And yes, you, Bernie T, still there. 5 to 2, Saturday night, Sunday morning. You star. Time for one more. Keep it locked to Vocal Booth Radio for the rest of the day. This one's for all of you lot. Still in the chat. Love ya. Wicked. Enjoy this one. Little treat to finish on.